This is the current state of the chain and cassette of my bike, which I've been riding for the last few months, I want to say. I've been using some degreaser on it, but you can see it's quite mucky, so I'm going to see how good a clean I can give it. So the first thing I've done here is to just spray on some Drivetrain cleaner straight onto the cassette and the chain. This is just to get the very worst of it off, and then with a cloth I'm just wiping off the very worst of what's on the jockey wheels. And now I'm going to give the chain ring and a little bit of the jockey wheels a bit of an agitate, just to let that Drivetrain cleaner work its way into the cassette and the chain. This is purely just to get the very worst of it off. And then with the brush I'm just going to agitate it in and really work in, try and rub as much of the worst of the grease and the grime off the chain of the cassette, just to see if I can get it to be pretty clean without going too hard to start with. What I found was it was working pretty well, so I just moved the chain in and around the cassette just to get some different angles on there, and it actually started to come up quite nice. So already after just scrubbing it a little bit, you can actually see how much cleaner it's got. It's not quite got the shiny part back to it, but certainly it's gone from being like a dull black colour to having some kind of silver coming out. So far, scrubbing's doing the job. So I've just put a little bit more degreaser on there. I'm going to leave that for a couple of minutes to soak in and do its thing, and I'm going to come back and give it another good scrub. Let's see what happens with that. So we've had a couple of minutes of putting a bit more degreaser on. Just going to have a little go at the chain ring just here first. Whoops, doesn't like that. Just obviously if the chain ring's still dirty, and it's kind of pointless. For the rest of it, do we get around the other side as well, really? Small ring doesn't get a huge amount of action these days, don't go up too many hills, but then this cassette has started to really come up nice, so we'll give it another round and see what we can do. So I don't think there's a whole lot more I can do for cleaning up the cassette right now, so I think I'm going to give that a rest, but I will now start actually cleaning off the chain. You can still see that the chain is a much darker colour than the cassette, so hopefully when I put the tool through it, so I've got the Muc-Off chain cleaner, once I put that through it, hopefully that'll give that a nice shine to it as well. Let's try this way. It's not the recommended way, but it's probably easier for me to do by myself. Right, let's give it a go. Look at all that. Now already the chain is looking so much cleaner. So I'm just going to find my microfiber and then just give it a little wipe down of all the excess on it. Let's have a little see what this looks like after. So yeah, even just giving that a little bit of a wipe down, the chain is looking so much brighter. It's not perfect yet, but in terms of getting it better than it was, I think this has been quite a successful job. So compared to what it was like at the very start, hopefully we can see that there's a much bigger difference. It isn't covered in grime and grease and stuff anymore. It's got a little bit more of a shine to it. It's still got some work to do, probably give it another go over the weekend. But for now, I'm happy with a little increase and it looking a bit nicer. I hope you enjoyed that, and if you want to see more bike cleanups, then subscribe and like this video for more. See you next time.